This is David from Madman.TV here, and we're here with the one and only Francesca Hennessy following her win at Selhurst Park. But I've got to ask you one thing though. We saw on the socials just now about Dunkin' Donuts and sharing Dunkin' Donuts with your opponent. I've got to ask you, what is your favourite Dunkin' Donut?
Well, Lotus biscuit. I love a Lotus biscuit.
Not a bad shout though,
Not
to be
a bad shout.
Not a bad shout. The more I think about it, the more I want Dunkin' Donuts myself.
Yeah, you know what? I love a good donut. That's my favourite treat after a fight. So I thought I'd go to my opponent. We both shared a donut, had a nice talk, and then that's what it's all about, isn't it?
100%. And who got you the Dunkin' Donuts? Was it like your team that would be like, you know what, let's get a Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, you know what? It was my very good friend called Dream. Shout out Dream. You know, she's been supporting me from the start of my career. Great woman and very close friend of mine. So shout out Dream.
Absolutely. And how important is it to have people like that to help you out in the game, especially like as you're navigating through the world of boxing?
Yeah, you need all your close people around you in this game. You know, you need your close friends to help you get through and navigate your career. You know, I've got a great team around me. I'm so blessed to have the team I do around me, helping me and guiding me through my career. So I really am just pushing on now, and just keep learning.
Absolutely. And obviously in the lead up to the fight, obviously with everything that's happened with you, and condolences to you and your family in relation to the loss of your nan, I got to ask, you know, how do you prepare mentally, especially when you go through something as traumatic as losing a member of your family?
Do you know what it is? It's like my dad and my coach said to me, because it's only happened a few weeks prior to the fight, they said to me, you don't have to fight, you know, we can go on a fight later on, get your head right. I just said, you know what, I want to do it in her memory. You know, I want to keep my mind busy, I want to keep pushing on, and I want to do it in her memory. So this camp's been very tough for me. Before this happened with my nan, it was the best I ever felt. I was flying in the gym, you know, I was so excited to fight, and then bam, my nan passed, and then you're having to deal with all these emotions, you know, that I've never really felt losing someone that close to me, you know. So it was a new experience, but I knew she was on my shoulder in there tonight.
Absolutely. And obviously in relation to today's fight, you're a live wire, let me tell you. Like you're a proper live wire. When you was landing those hooks though, what did the corner sort of say to you? Were they sort of like trying to keep you in terms of the game plan, or were they sort of saying, you know, like let your shots fly?
Yeah, no, they was telling me, obviously you don't want to go too mad, but obviously if I stepped on it a bit, you never know, I could have got her out of there. So they was telling me to go head body as well, which I felt like I did in there. I felt like I hurt her with a few body shots in there. So my coaches were great in the corner, you know, I couldn't ask for more from them, but it was just about keeping my cool, and like, you don't see any 19-year-olds getting in there in their full fight, fighting 8 rounds against a woman like that. So it's just a great learning fight for me, and I really am going to push on after this.
Absolutely. And what were the crowd like over at out there really? Because I believe it's your first stadium fight as well. So did you ever envision that you would fight in a stadium like this so early in your career?
Do you know what? I always, you know, you've got to believe you're going to you're going to do well in your career and stuff, but when you actually do it and you're here at these stadium fights in the full fight, it's like crazy. It's a dream come true. I'm so blessed with the supporters that came out for me tonight, and the atmosphere was incredible, and thank you to Dorota as well. Great fighter, great fight. So it was just a great fight for all the supporters, and I'm happy it was.
Absolutely. And did your team also suggest, obviously, if you look at the kit that you've got on here, like gold and white, was it your suggestion to have gold and white, or was it your team?
No, do you know what? It was my suggestion. I like gold and white, so I thought gold and gel we could go with.
Love that. And are you going to be rocking that in your next fight as well?
No, I'll switch it up in my next fight. I like surprising everyone, so
I see
switch
you.
it up, definitely.
Absolutely. And like, last question from me, like, what is your ambitions towards the end of this year? Obviously, you managed to get a win here today. What is like your ambitions towards the end, and where do you sort of see yourself at the end of the year?
I definitely want to have a good few more fights, you know, like 3 maybe before the end of the year. Hopefully pick up some sort of title, maybe, who knows. But I'm 19. I need to, you know, take the right steps at the right time. But hopefully pick up some sort of title.
And on that note, we're going to leave it to Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Congrats on the win, and can't wait to see you smashing it again in the ring.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.